Hey, welcome back guys. So today on this video we are talking about Chase, and more specifically I'm going to answer a question that I've been getting a lot lately, and that is how do you check the international wire transfer rate in the Chase app? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off guys, this is going to be a really quick video. There's really not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to check the international transfer rate when you're wiring money through the Chase app? Well, that's pretty easy. Maybe you're making a large purchase in another country and you're trying to do an international wire transfer, but you want to know what the rate is that you're getting. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's all handled here in the Chase app. It's this blue and white one right here. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well, but I'm going to open up my Chase app now. Okay guys, I went ahead and opened up the Chase app. This is the home screen here. Now here on the home screen, if you want to see what the international wire transfer rate is when you're sending money to another country through the Chase app, first what you want to do is click on this button down here on the bottom left called Pay and Transfer. It has a dollar symbol next to it. Once you click there, you're going to get a few different options, but today we're talking about international wire transfers. So you want to click on this button here on the top right. It has kind of like a little bank icon next to it. Once you click there, you will see all of the wire transfer contacts that you have in your Chase app. But if you're wondering what the international foreign exchange rate is going to be for an international wire transfer, click on this blue line up here at the top called Use Our Foreign Exchange Calculator. Once you click there, you get to choose which account you're going to be sending from if you have multiple accounts. And then next you want to choose the country that you are thinking about sending a wire transfer to. One thing I want to let you know is that if you're going to be sending US dollars into another country, not every type of currency is going to be available, and I'm going to give you an example of that. But first off, if you want to check the foreign exchange rate for an international wire transfer, first go ahead and choose your country by clicking on this line. So for example, if you want to send money to Mexico through an international wire transfer, say if you're buying a house there or something along that line, just scroll through until you find Mexico. Once you see it, go ahead and click on that country. Next, you get to choose how much you're thinking about wire transferring. Now, just keep in mind that you can enter in the US dollar equivalent or the local currency. So for this one, it's Mexican pesos. For the purpose of this video, I'll just add in 1,000 US dollars. Okay, so once you do that, it's going to process just for a few moments. I actually typed in 10,000 US dollars. So for example, if I'm going to wire transfer that to Mexico, I will receive approximately 194,307 Mexican pesos. And then here below, it does show the international wire transfer rate for Chase, and they let me know this rate is good for 30 minutes. They also let me know the fees that are associated with this wire transfer. Since I'm sending more than $5,000, then there would be no fee for that. Now, if you're wondering if this is a good rate or not, of course, these rates are going to change from time to time, but usually I'll check the exchange rate on XE. Let me switch over to there. Okay, I switched over to XE, and as you can see, the rate right now is 19.98. That is the exchange rate, but obviously we don't get that rate. That's going to be something that's not available to the public, especially since Chase is going to charge a margin when you are doing an international charge transfer as well. So 19.98, let me switch back over to Chase. So they're going to give me a conversion of 19.43. So the rate that they're charging me, let me switch over to the calculator. Okay, it looks like they're going to charge about 3.8% or 3.7% for that international wire transfer to Mexico. Let me switch back over to Chase. So that kind of gives you a baseline if it's worth it to do an international wire transfer depending on the fees that you are getting from another source. But like I said, you can't always send US dollars and receive the local currency. So let me switch countries here. Okay, so I switched over to Brazil, and as you can see, if you're going to do an international wire transfer from your Chase account to Brazil, they do not have the local currency available. So you would receive in US dollars in Brazil, or you can go ahead and click there and then you can change the currency to euros if you wish to do so. So you kind of want to play it around, and then depending on what the situation is in that country, you may want to send a different currency, but it's not always going to be available for the local currency as we see with Brazil. So there you have it guys. If you're wondering how to find out what the foreign exchange rate is if you're going to do a wire transfer from your Chase account to another country, that is the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up, or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.